Good morning, Mid-Michigan, Western Michigan, and welcome to another broadcast of Continuous Miracle right here on WGLM 106.3. Scott here with you this morning. Got Mike in studio, co-host Mike.
Morning, folks. Yeah, I'm glad to be here. Got friends with me.
Stellar self, brought the folks with you. That's
Did.
good. You got Dangerous Darren on the dials here, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah, good seeing you too. A nice day outside.
Beautiful day. How about that, Mid-Michigan? Wow, beautiful week, actually.
Has been.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully y'all enjoyed that as much as I did.
I went to UP and enjoyed it for a day or two.
UP?
Yeah, it stands for Upper Peninsula.
They let you out of Montcalm to Waco County?
They didn't know I left.
Oh, one of those deals. Successful journey?
Yes, sir. I got back in without him knowing I was gone.
And no car strikes along the way?
That didn't hit nothing, folks.
Damn.
Amazing.
This guy is getting
Progress.
better. Yeah, this guy is getting better.
We take them wins when we can.
There we go. Turn Mike loose every once in a while. All the way to Engadine.
That's up there, folks.
And back. Good for us. Thanks for carrying the message with you. We were traveling too. I know you did. So,
I did.
So we got some guests in here on the show today. Friend Roger, he's been with us before, actually. Welcome, Raj.
Good morning.
And Roger brought along a gentleman who he's actually involved with in the recovery community and working personally with, and that's Mr. Karl.
Good morning.
Karl, glad you're here. Thanks for coming in and
Glad to
joining
be here.
us this morning. Raj, I see you got my shirt on.
Go blue.
Thank you,
That's
sir.
right.
They did well yesterday, you know.
Yeah, go green.
Well,
Go away.
yeah.
They got huskered.
Hey, now the Spartans are doing what the Spartans do. Let them keep doing it.
Yep.
Definition of insanity.
We could have talked about the Tigers, folks,
Yeah,
but
we
no.
can talk about the Tigers. We'll just stop there for now.
Okay.
They're still playing ball. We know that.
School's on the mound today.
Yeah. See, there's more that we do more stuff than just be concerned with the recovery
Yeah.
community. Those are things we get to participate in and enjoy, just like you do out there along the way. So good for all of us. So, Mike, with your excursions, you have anything to report back to us with from Engadine, or?
Well, actually, I don't know if it's worth reporting, but I'm going to tell you anyway.
Okay.
I was up there. The colors weren't as full as they should have been, but our friend Jeff is on tour through there today.
Oh, good. So
And he says the colors are spectacular.
we'll go with Jeff's report then.
There you go.
I guess the colors are spectacular in the UP. And hopefully we'll get a little color down this way pretty quick. So that's all part of enjoying what's all around us, what God's supplied us with, you know. See changing seasons.
I got a picture from Jeff this morning of a cinnamon roll from the Hilltop Cafe in Lons.
Leonce.
Yeah, it's about the size of a garbage can lid.
Perfect.
Just
Oh,
perfect.
nice.
Oh,
Jeff's going to be okay today.
he'll be okay.
All right.
It's a good start to their day.
It is.
Right.
Anybody's story. Call it Lons. I call it Leonce. L.
Apostrophe A-N-S-E.
I'm familiar with it.
Yep.
I stomped around the state myself a little bit.
You tell me grammar matters.
Well, no, you tell me.
I guess it matters.
I'm not telling you. Good for our friend Jeff up there scouting.
Our friend Jeff was on a few weeks back.
He was, yeah. And yeah, he did a spectacular job for us as a guest. So hopefully, Jeff, you got us dialed in. Enjoy yourself up there, you my friend. So that's what we do here in recovery. Get out stomping around, enjoying things, trying to be useful and helpful to people along the way. And Karl, that's what Karl encountered when he came into the recovery community. I don't know, I've known you for a few years, and I can't put a number on it, but how long you been coming around, Karl?
I've been around the program for about 20 years.
About 20 years? That's a while, huh?
Yeah, a real long time.
And in your time in the recovery community, there's been a few stumbles and slips, trips,
A
and
number.
side trips. And yeah.
I've had a habit of when things start to go well, I get a little complacent. I don't go to my meetings. I don't talk to sponsors, and I end up drinking again.
Yeah.
I did it last year during hunting season, and I stumbled real hard, and the only thing I could do is get back up on the horse.
Yeah, yeah. And isn't that wonderful, though, as a recovery community?
We
No
don't
one's-
shoot our injured.
We don't shoot our wounded, do
Yeah.
we? No one ever said, hey, don't keep coming back, did they?
Right.
And
Right.
quite the
Welcome
opposite.
back with open arms.
Yeah, quite the opposite.
Yeah, you might say Karl was one of my less spectacular failures. I worked with Karl and he relapsed. Don't I know how to do it?
Well, it wasn't your fault.
For a change.
Yeah, that part.
There was that one time.
Yeah. I try not to take it personal. You're not the first person I worked with that went back out.
Right.
And that's kind of can become part of what we experience in the recovery community.
Yes, sir.
Not everyone's ready to maybe cease and desist some of the things that are hurting themselves, and they want to continue on, and that's okay. That's okay. You know, we just keep inviting them back, and hopefully, maybe one of those days they'll think of something different, or hear something different, and inspire them to do something different.
So, Karl, could you tell us what inspired you to do something a little different and you wind up with Roger as a sponsor?
Well, I just got tired of going back out and what I was doing to myself. I have physical issues. I have liver problems and COPD, and things weren't going well. And I decided that I just had to do something. And my wife is a good motivator too. She gets tired of watching me do this, and she has stuck by me through thick and thin, which really is amazing to me. I just knew I had to work the steps. I had gone in and done the proverbial 1, 2, 3 drink, and never got past the 4th step. And I committed myself to getting a sponsor and working the steps, and just doing the next right thing. What was asked of me.
Cool.
Yeah, you couldn't do that for Mike, though.
Well,
Wait a minute.
I'm just looking for clarification, not from you, from him.
What I heard was you were doing it for yourself, not for Mike.
yeah.
And
That's
once
true.
it was a time to do something for yourself, then you looked up a guy like Roger.
Right. Well, it wasn't necessarily that it had to be Roger, but Roger did. In meetings, he talked about things that I liked and what I wanted and how I wanted my life to be.
Wait a minute. Most people find a kinship in the problem. You're saying you found kinship in the solution by listening to this guy?
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh. Oh my gosh. I didn't use the other word, did I?
Well, I mentioned if you keep coming around, eventually, maybe someday somebody will say something, Roger, that would inspire you to maybe do something different. And that's exactly what he described, I think.
I should have paid closer attention. Probably.
No, you just keep doing what you're
Okay.
It's working. So good for us, Karl. You and Raj got hooked up. And Raj, I know you've worked, I want to make mention of that before I bypass it. There is a real good group of men in this community and surrounding communities who are more than willing to help folks when it comes to overcoming some of the difficulties that they encounter in life within these meetings in this area. And we're blessed in that fashion. We got a lot of men who have gotten well, stayed well, and learned to help other people. And if you travel well, like Mike does up to Engadine and stuff.
I've been to Fremont too.
Oh, there is that.
Yeah.
We don't counter that everywhere. But I know it's available. It just if you seem to stumble into the right place, I guess, and be part of it. But that's God's business, not ours. But in this community, we have a boatload of men and women. So let me just kind of
Good recovery there.
Yeah. And I'm not going to forget the gals because they're wonderful, willing to help other people, and we're blessed in that manner. So if you're struggling with any form of addiction, come on into a local meeting. You're sure to come across somebody who's more than willing to give you a hand, much like our friend Karl discovered.
Yeah, if they show up at the Mac, they might come across a guy like Roger. Could even go to maybe that pancake breakfast thing you were going to tell us about.
Yeah, we're going to get together Saturday morning, October 18th, and the MAC, the Montcalm Alano Club in Greenville, is hosting the pancake breakfast at Calvary Lutheran Church from 8 to 11. It's right across from the hospital in Greenville. You can come and see us in action and what we do. We have a lot of good fun. We serve up some really good food, and it's a whole $5 donation.
$5. Stop
A lot
right
of people
there.
are generous and they give us a little bit more, but suggested $5 donation.
Well, thank you for your service, sir. And that's something been going on for a while now, right?
I would guess maybe 6 or 7 years.
Yeah. So it's got some roots now and it's taken off. So, yeah, Saturday the 18th from 8 to 11?
Correct.
8 to 11 over there at church. What's the church again?
Mount Calvary Lutheran.
I know where it is. I
Yeah.
just don't know the name of it. But, yeah, come on out and see some of these fine folks in action. And get yourself a plate full of pancakes and hash browns and sausages and all kinds of good stuff.
They're not
$5. I mean, hey, I went to McDonald's this morning. Okay,
Yeah, we'll feed you better than that. We'll feed you better than that.
I'm gonna make a point of it.
Certainly
wanted-
less of a price.
Less of a price.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. Hey, I'm going to value meal. I'm going with Rod's.
I want folks to know that if they're going to see me in action Saturday, it's only going to be eating. I'm probably not going to help serve or any of that stuff. I'm kind of...
Well, that's a spectacle in and of itself.
There you go. As long as I keep it on the... Okay.
Mike can eat. He's proven that over the years. So back to Karl, though, and thank you, Roger, for your service. Back to Karl. When you and Karl encountered Karl this time, coming around, because I know I'm not here as often as I'd like to be, but when I am, I'll notice folks coming and going. And Karl decided he's going to do something different this time. And that's good news for everybody. So what was your experience, Raj?
I met Karl quite a few years ago, and we go to a spiritual retreat every October and May. I've
Is that
seen
the
him
one
over
out-
there.
Is that out in Grand Haven?
Yes, the one in Grand Haven.
Okay.
And we share a common friend named Deacon Pete, the retreat master. And we've shared lots of good stories with him. And when Karl came to me this time, he was different. He was really willing and eager to do what needed to be done and get past step 3. And that's the hard part, looking at yourself and what you've done. And we did step 4 and 5 very thoroughly. Actually, all the steps very thoroughly. And he's willing to go out and make amends now. He's to that point.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So the recovery community allowed you to beat yourself into a state of reasonableness.
Right. They said, keep coming back. We'll love you till you love yourself.
And you found that to be true.
It is very
Yeah,
true.
You found that to be true. And as a result of some of that, today things are a lot different, right?
They are. They are. I have a job. I have a car. I have a roof over my head. I have 2 roofs over my head. Everything, I get invited to places that I wouldn't have gotten invited to before. My family sees what I've been through, and my older sister is one of my big proponents. She she's been behind me all the way. And I have cousins that they see it. It is a family disease, and they understand it.
Right.
And they've been through it themselves to see, you know, that I am to the point that I'm leading a better life.
Well, and that's something we don't realize, and we'll talk about that a little bit after the break here, about the impact that we have on the people around us, but generally the people who love us the most. And some of the discoveries we make after we decide to make a decision to try and do and live a little differently. So, but we'll talk a little about that when we come back from the break. Dangerous Darren's waving his hands, and I know what that means. I've learned a thing or two.
Oh, good.
So come on back and join us here after the break, right here on WGLM 106.3.
All right.
Just right on the money. Fucking beautiful. I like your voice for silent film. Seems to be working better.
Well, come on and chime in, Mike.
I chimed a little bit.
WGLM.
Lakeview will have
Sound
a
like a
Halloween
yard
fall
ornament, but I'm
bash
chiming
on
in.
this Lakeview pageant.
yard
October
ornament?
18th, 4 to
Chime
7
down
p.m.
those things,
Get registered
clatter and
for
make them
your
out.
chance to
Oh,
win some
Some of 'em
cool
aren't very-
prizes.
Minute
Check
30.
Facebook for Halloween Fall Bash. It'll be on Washington Street in Lakeview.
Up-to-date
Oh,
local
no, you do
information
great.
on WGLM.
It's a WGLM Weather Center update.
Sunshine
Try
and
and
breezy for your Sunday. We'll
just
see a high today of
communicate,
83.
the
Those
truth,
wind gusts
being
out of the
honest about
southwest
what happened.
at about
It's not
45
good,
miles
it's not
an hour.
bad.
Clear skies
Not
overnight
indifferent,
tonight, a
it's
low
just
of
this is what it
62.
is.
Mostly sunny for the day.
Your
on
part's
Monday.
excellent. My part might not be, but your part's excellent. How's that?
Slight chance of some
I
showers.
just, you know, don't want
See a
to
high of 81.
come off like I'm
Better chance of showers
lying
coming
or
from
anything.
overnight
No,
Monday.
no,
And I'm
no,
not.
we're doing great.
I do things
Showers will linger during
Yeah,
the
really?
morning.
I
think you
sound
should
like
say
I'm
something.
bullshitting.
1 minute.
I think you should say something about how you got through
Now,
Alicia's
more of the music you
Heart
love
attack.
on WGLM.
That's the
The
spouse.
recovery
Yeah.
ecosystem is an evidence-based
He stayed
approach
sober.
45
that creates
seconds.
An environment that individuals
That was
and
recent.
families need
Yeah.
by
About 3
providing
months
all
ago.
the
Heart attack,
necessary tools,
quadruple
services,
bypass,
and supports for
recovery.
recovery to occur. Cameron FSU
Talk
about
aims to
useful
build
and
a
helpful.
You've been
sustainable
there the whole I was
regional
sober.
recovery
Yeah.
ecosystem
The woman that stood by
30
you?
seconds.
collaborative efforts
That one.
with a
Yeah, that
focus
one. I
on
said
supporting
family
activities
activities. Thanks, guys, for dialing me in. Give me something to work with here.
We're trying. We're not sure if you're picking up, but
Oh, yeah, you're right in just in time. 30 seconds. Thanks for being here.
15 seconds.
I'm glad I showed up. What are we doing?
You haven't done anything yet. Just stand there.
Looking pretty, right, for radio?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're doing just right.
June 30th.
Looking pretty for radio, my
That
job.
was a miracle.
How you like my shirt?
Continuous miracle.
Right. Hey, welcome back. Continuous miracle right here, WGLM 106.3. And so grateful you're here. Oh, Darren's waving the phone at me again. If you want to give us a call here, feel free, 616-754-1063. You can ask a question of any of us. Actually. You can even talk to Darren.
I don't know why anybody would want to. You guys are the experts.
We'll know when they call.
Yeah.
There's no experts in this room, sir. I got news for you. Except you. You're on the dials. Somebody's got to know how to fly the mothership, right?
Right.
He's the man.
If I'm here for my expertise, we're in trouble.
Well, we already know that.
Okay.
I'm surprised you made it home from Engadine. You know, I'm good with it.
Somebody was telling me.
Siri. So anyway, we're sitting here chatting with Karl a little bit and talk a little bit about the impact that the addict, alcoholic has upon the people in their lives and recurringly and how those folks a lot of times will stand by us, right?
Right.
Despite our
Afflictions.
proficient ignorance and belligerent denial and all the things, those qualities that we bring into the recovery community. And we learn to discard a little bit at a time as we become aware of them. And that's a fascinating experience, not just for the person in recovery, but for a sponsor like Roger here, who's working with Karl, as Karl's made his own discoveries, and some of those things have been pushed to the side. They're not part of who you are today, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a miracle, folks. And it takes a lot of diligence and hard work on the part of the recovering person too. Become honest with themselves. Look at some of these characteristics that we're carrying around with us, and then try and discard them one at a time, and maybe become a better human being. You know, is that what you found?
It is. I've had many struggles, and for a while I was homeless, and I had couch surfing and things like that, where I would stay at someone's house and they would say, just don't drink, and I would drink. I'd be on the streets again.
Yeah.
People don't have to worry about that now.
What a blessing. Huh?
Yeah, it is.
And you got a bed to sleep in every night?
I do.
You're not couch surfing.
Nope, not anymore.
Bonus. That's added value. Added value.
Yeah.
So this time, Roger was sharing me a little bit about your lovely wife, who you mentioned stood by you through this your whole journey through addiction and recovery.
Yes.
And Miss Lisa is her name. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah, Lisa. And she became stricken with illness, correct?
Yes, she had a heart attack, June 30th, and she had to have quadruple bypass surgery.
And you were sober.
I was sober.
Okay.
I stayed sober through the whole thing. She was in the hospital for 11 days, and during that time, I just devoted all my time to being at the hospital and being with her. I would go home at night, but I would just go home, shower, and go to bed and get back up, go back to the hospital. She was in Butterworth Hospital.
Oh, down in Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
Wonderful facility. Been down there frequently myself here recently, but for a family member. So.
I got a question or two
Sure.
here. So that's like 6 or 7 months sober when your wife has this trouble. Where were you at with the steps and self-examination stuff at that point?
I think I was step 6 or 7.
Now wait a minute, you'd finally broke through step 4.
Yes.
You saying maybe could this have prepared you for the Oh, maybe that helped.
It did.
Oh. So I guess I'm leading up to is that it seems as though you might have done a bunch of the hard work, and the payoff might have been that you got to stay sober through your wife's troubles.
I did. It was a miracle in itself, because usually that would be a point where I would, feel sorry for myself and what I was going through, and I would end up drinking for something like that.
So this 4-step self-examination had you acting a little bit differently?
A lot differently.
Oh, a lot different. Okay.
Call that getting some traction.
Okay. I was thinking I was seeing that in this. I just wanted the folks at home to know that there was a tie in here that even Mike noticed. You say maybe some other people in your life have noticed things a bit different out of you lately.
Yeah. Yesterday we had some appliances delivered to the cottage, and one of my friends up there, I've known him since we were kids, and he was there helping me. We had to convert the stove from gas to propane, and
Hey, wait a minute. Doesn't it take a professional?
Well, you got to know what you're doing, professional or not.
All right, because I've played with gas and propane, and it didn't end very well for me, and I'm not a professional.
Karl's got a lot of skill set.
so we were having some issues with the stove, converting it over, and I was getting real stressed out, and I just had to walk away for a minute, and I went outside and calmed down a little bit, and came back
How'd
in.
you calm down?
I had a cigarette.
No, that's okay.
and prayed about it. I honestly
Whoa,
did.
whoa, wait a minute.
There you
I
go.
said the
That was kind
serenity.
of what I was looking
I
for, but
said
it's
the-
okay.
I
God don't
said the
mind if you
serenity
smoke
prayer.
while you're praying. He don't mind.
I actually said the serenity prayer out on my porch, and asked God for the willingness. And I went back in. We finished the job, and when we finished up, and I was gonna take all the garbage from the stove out to the trash can, I was walking out the door, and I heard my friend asking my wife. She said, or he said, "Does Karl really even get angry anymore? Does he, have a temper like he used to?" And my wife was saying, "Actually, no. My whole mindset about things and the way that I react has definitely changed. I used to have quite a temper."
Your response to life is different just because you did a few simple steps? Is that what you're
That's
telling
true.
me?
Yes.
What would you have done with that stove like a year ago?
I'd have beat the hell out of it and thrown it down to the curb and told Home Depot to come get it.
That's a profound difference.
Yeah, we were having issues with it, even getting the door open. The gasket had apparently, in transit, somewhat melted to the inside of the stove, and we couldn't get the door open for the life of us.
That's hot delivery.
Yeah.
Are you
And,
trying to blame this on the truck driver?
Not on the truck driver. The truck drivers were
Okay.
great that delivered it. Yeah, a
Good
couple
answer.
of guys
Good
named Maurice
answer,
and Pete. They brought that appliance in, and they kicked everything out in about half an hour, and they were really nice guys. So I my attitude towards people and things has just changed immensely.
So this works on more than just drinking.
Yes.
Oh,
It's a design for living, just like it says in the book.
Yeah, and your reaction response to life and things in general that may have caused you a little consternation previously are really not that big of a deal.
No, not at all.
our whole attitude and outlook upon life will change
That's a
For the
promise. Yeah, that's a promise in
for
there.
the better.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. If I'm reading that book correctly, that's a 9-step promise, and it says before we're halfway through. Is that about where you're at right now in the steps?
That's exactly where I'm at.
There's testimony, folks, if you've ever read that part in our book.
Yeah. Or lived it.
Oh, yeah, that part.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's where it leads to, and those are the kind of results that, well, they benefit everybody, don't they?
They do.
Not just yourself, but they benefit everybody. They benefit everyone who you
Family and friends.
come in contact with.
Customers.
Yeah.
Well, family and friends, didn't you mention just before the break about the family aspect of the disease, and you've got a lot of cousins, relatives that are kind of rallying to your support?
Yes. Yeah. I have cousins that live in Grand Rapids and down in Illinois, and when I talk to them about my recovery, I have one cousin, Becky, that always says, "Yay, Team Karl," and that's a bolster to my confidence. My family getting behind me and people that have seen my struggles.
Well, you probably tired them out too a long way.
I'm sure. All the constant worry.
Right? That's what I mean.
Is he going to come home tonight? Is he
tired
gonna,
them out, man.
Is he gonna make it through the night? I had a time where I went into a rehab down by Detroit, and my mother said that I was so gray and I just looked horrible, and that she didn't think I was going to come out.
Yeah. You're looking a little peaked there, son.
Yeah.
Gray looks more like a valley than a peak.
Yeah. Exactly.
So these are some of the miracles you've discovered along the way, aren't they, sir?
Yes.
That prior to that, and doing Karl, that stuff was not available to you. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And who impeded that?
Well, life, liver, or law, you know.
Carled it up.
Yeah.
It didn't take long. did it?
No.
That's how we can cuss on air and not have the
That's
button
right.
hit.
I didn't get the button pulled. You carled it up.
That usually starts with an F, but keep Karl it up.
So with Raj, what kind of discoveries have you enjoyed yourself while helping Carl? Let me ask that question.
Oh, absolutely. Working with another alcoholic is just a joy. And it's always entertaining. You never know what's coming. But Carl is just, he has worked hard at this. And a deep understanding this time. We use the
Connection.
We use the paperwork to work the 12 steps that you and Holly developed
Yeah, a long time
a
ago.
long time ago.
It's helped a lot of people.
And I find it really effective to have some substance behind the steps. Okay, why are we doing this? Well, here's why.
Gives you the answer.
Yeah, yeah,
You don't even have to look very far. It's right there.
yeah. It
But-
brings up a lot of good discussion. There's so much more to the steps than just the one-word spiritual principles.
Right.
You know, step one says honesty, but there's a lot of acceptance and a lot of humility, and we discover that when we talk,
Right.
working over the steps.
And we don't know that until we know it.
Yeah,
That's one of the great joys for me. I love to watch people's overcoming their own
ignorance.
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 I was going to say lack of knowledge. After people get offended when you say ignorant. I don't. I'm quite accustomed to it.
I used to. Yeah.
Right.
I don't feel as good telling somebody they have a lack of knowledge as do you ignorant.
Well,
You know what I mean?
see what I mean? We have a little fun. Do what works for you.
That's true.
I know I needed blunt. You looked right at me when you said belligerent denial earlier. I got that message.
Well, that's part of it. Someone has to let us know things we don't know.
Yeah.
We have to be willing to hear those things. That's the other part of the component, And then,
Willingness is such a key to this whole thing.
Oh, sure. And then going about things differently is another whole nother piece of the puzzle. And yeah, when we learn that stuff, then we can actually apply it. Is that what you're discovering? So we have application.
Being present and available. Just not reacting the way that I reacted. It's just a change.
For the better.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely for the better. Definitely for the better.
Things have improved a little bit. Mike still stumbles around quite a bit.
Well, I got to explain something to the audience out there. Part of my stumbling. It's a lot like that for other people too.
It is.
The basic part of what the AA program is working the steps. It's just a process to get through this thing. But for a guy like me, first time through that process, I didn't have enough awareness to get the full extent of it. So like Roger was talking about some of those wise stuff in there. But it was just enough for me. I needed to get through it. And then by getting through that, I grew enough so that when I went through it again, I was able to get a little bit more out of it.
Right.
And each time I go through it a little bit more, I get a little bit more. And there's hope that one of these days I might finally get my act together, but we're still working on it.
Keep swinging, sir.
Well, hey,
I can see like the Tigers. Stay in the box. Another
Yeah.
pitch coming, kid.
Progress, not perfection.
I'm up to about the 11th inning now. It's my turn at bat, an RBI. Okay, we'll see what I can do, folks.
See if you can squeeze one home for us.
Repeat that last part, Carl, because I think that's important.
Progress, not perfection.
Yes.
Yeah. And you get to practice this stuff a day at a time, right? I mean, that's daily progress. That's an inspiration in and of itself.
Yeah.
I can do something better today than I did yesterday. I can learn something new today that I didn't know yesterday.
Yeah.
I can overcome that lack of knowledge. Ignorance? one thing, one incident at a time, one person at a time. it's a fascinating process, and the end result is to get a better human being. You know, and who wouldn't want to try something like that, especially if things are in a unmanageable condition.
Sort of like me when you run into me.
Right. Well, similar, yeah. And that's what we get to do in the recovery community, and those are some of the experiences we get to have, and life gets better quick for a lot of folks, and the folks who love them, people around them. So we'll come on back here after the break, and we'll talk a little more with Karl and Roger. And we'll even let Mike chime in again.
Oh, really? Good for me.
Getting better. Good bell ringer over there. Come on back and join us after this break. Thank you so much for listening to Continuous Miracle right here on WGLM 106.3.
Most excellent, Karl. You're doing okay too, Roger.
Yeah.
I need to get a drink of my
Another cough drop.
Hi,
got
this
some
is
mints
Jamie
here.
from Versailles Blood Centers
mints?
in Michigan, and you're listening to the best
Yeah.
mix of music
Give it
on
up.
our hometown station,
Karl's gonna
WGLM.
get on the thing here, and we'll date all these.
No.
Immediate opening for
The other
You better get on her.
driver.
I got grievance
Stopping
paperwork.
Millard's and State Terry Ann. Millard's always has a great work.
You say get on her?
Chauffeur's license preferred. And
I didn't tell you that.
Sundays.
Thank you.
Visit Millard's today, 232.
But he
West
knows
Main
more about the
Street,
station than I do,
Came
so.
from there, and not you. I'm good.
831-8326.
Every school day, nearly 2 million Michigan
All he's looking is for just a little bit of encouragement.
And time.
What I'm hearing and thinking is that in God's
Over
time,
800,000 students in
nothing's
Michigan
wasted.
depend
Yeah.
on buses to
Yeah.
get
all
to
of our
school, and they
all of
depend
our
on drivers
struggles.
to obey the bus stop laws
We've learned
for
from all
their
of it.
safety.
Yeah.
200
Yeah,
feet
pay
from the
attention
bus
if
stop.
we're paying
The
attention.
driver will
When we're
activate
ready,
the yellow overhead
learn
flashing
if we're paying
lights. While
attention.
these lights are flashing, drivers are permitted
I know
to
you love
pass
that reading.
if they
I
can
do
do so
love that.
safely.
You going to the
Once
Pork
the
Blues
driver
this
has
afternoon?
activated the red overhead flashing
Maybe I'll see
lights
you there.
and the stop arm,
It's good.
drivers approaching the bus
Where's that?
and
Done before?
following
Jim's.
the bus
Picture.
must come to a
I just
complete
sent you a
stop.
picture.
Drivers may not proceed
I haven't been
until
there
the
before.
driver has turned off the red overhead
Likes Frank's
flashing
Meat
lights.
Market.
The only time the drivers
in Grand
approaching
Rapids,
the bus
and all
from
the
the
pork
opposite
in the
direction do
Palooza
not have to stop
comes from there.
is if the roadway is
Good
developed.
meat market.
So
Where's
drive
that?
cautiously whenever you
Jim's
get
out
on a
behind
school bus.
Walmart.
A message from
Jim and
the
Colleen?
area
Oh,
Union
just look for the
School
smoke.
District.
Yeah, I know
More
where it is, down
information
that
at
road that turns left.
maisd.com.
Yeah, you go straight through
Go
as
for
far
it.
as you can. and
Alano Club with daily AA and
Minute
NA
30.
meetings, Al-Anon support, and weekday drop-in hours from
You gonna
1 to
mention them?
3.
Yeah, I will.
Visit today at 117 East Montcalm Street in
gonna have a
Greenville,
big
or call
bash.
616-232-2002. Montcalm Alano Club. You are not alone.
It's a WGLM Weather Center update.
Sunshine and breezy for your Sunday. We'll see a high today of 83. Those wind gusts out of the southwest at about 25 miles an hour. Clear skies overnight tonight, a low of 60.
1 minute.
Mostly sunny for the day on Monday.
Gonna be hot. What tonight? Oh, hunting, okay.
Some showers. Continued
Went out
breezy, a
last
high of
night,
81.
had some does
Better
come
chance of
in,
showers,
but
thunderstorms
couldn't
coming
get a good
overnight,
shot,
Monday night,
so.
a low of 54.
Yeah.
Got
Showers
them
will
cleaned
linger
up and in the
during
freezer
morning
quick.
45
Yeah.
seconds.
Get one over now.
Partly sunny
Yeah.
in the afternoon, a high
Real
of
quick.
65.
You ready?
Ready?
Now, more of the music you love on WGLM.
Did you know that Central Michigan Recovery and Education Network at
30
Fair State
seconds.
University works in the community to help veterans, the homeless, unhoused, pregnant, and recently incarcerated to maintain recovery? Visit
I'll ask you about that
Cameron.org for more
veterans meeting too,
information.
Mike.
Thank you.
15 seconds.
As part of an award totaling $1,200,000 with 0% financed with non-governmental sources. The contents are those of the authors
My
and do
buddy
not necessarily represent
Josh,
the
you know,
opinions
he
of,
got
or
a
endorsement
6 point,
by
no,
HRS,
6 by 6
or the US government. For
last
more
week.
information,
His buddy Rocky got an 8 by 8 3 days before. And I'm going to show you pictures of what's
That
book.
good eating. Oh,
Sir, play with your phone after the show.
Oh, come on, I got shit to do, boss. I'm going to show pictures off. What?
Welcome back to
I'm trying.
Continuous Miracle. You're trying and failing.
Well, progress. Remember
Right,
you said
that's right.
progress?
Progress, not
Keep
perfection.
stumbling around.
Doing what I got to work with.
You know, put your phone down, Mike. I think he was 13.
12.
All right. Anyway, we're glad you're back here with us. We're glad we're still here. I was just having a brief conversation during the break. Friend Roger mentioned one of his favorite readings, and I enjoy it myself quite a bit. And it's how nothing is wasted in God's economy. How we come to understand that as we move forward in recovery, much like our friend Karl's moving forward, making some progress, and that no matter what, good, bad, and different, the situations that we encounter prior to getting to the recovery community, and then maybe doing a little work, and then thereafter, all of it can be put to good purpose, good use. It all has value, and for guys like who were pretty closed-minded before they got to the recovery community, to make discoveries that absolutely nothing they've done in their life can be utilized to some good value, and that's the experience that we talk about, and it can be put to good use by helping another person with it. Is how that works, and that's more about God's economy and not people economy. But when we become aware of some of these things, they have value.
They do.
You know, when we share them with one another, with the sponsee, and we look at these things squarely and clean things up a little bit for the errors that maybe we've caused and the damage we've caused along the way, and start using some of these things to good purpose. They become quite valuable, and that's been our experience. I can speak for these guys because I know they've made some of the same discoveries I have. Is that to be true, Mike?
Yes, sir. But I'm going to turn attention back to Karl. Part of the reason we asked Karl to be here is because I heard him share last week about how things had changed for him, even after 20 years, almost 20 years of trying before it seemed as though the big change occurred. Mm-hmm. And that has great value to anyone who thinks, I can't ever get better. Oh, heck no, there's hope for everyone. That's a big part of it. You just have to do a little bit of work, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's not as hard as I thought it was going to be.
Wait a minute. There was a boogeyman in there you weren't facing? Is that what?
Yeah, I was very afraid of step 4. Facing my fears and things that I've done in the past that I would have to write, and I just didn't want to look in that mirror. It was terrifying to me, and it wasn't as bad as I figured it was going to be. It just good sponsorship and getting good explanation of how I had to do it, and where I had to be at to work my how I had to write it down. I had to write it down so that I could talk about it, and getting through that was really a lot easier than I thought.
Yeah, and see a lot of folks you encounter, they have fear of doing that, and it's innate, self-protection. And we understand that, but as trying to communicate that to a new person and encouraging them to try and do the best they can with some of the information that they have about themselves, and then a couple conversations maybe, and we look at things a little differently, and within that you find some release. Is that true?
That's very true.
Yeah.
It's a big weight off your shoulders when you get to admit it and tell somebody else where you've been and what you've done and how you reacted. It's after I got done with my 5th step, it was enlightening and being able to get it all out. Things that I thought didn't matter much, or things that I had buried that I could talk to somebody else about.
Yeah, for whatever reason, that it's a stumbling block. Well, for 20 years for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been. It's not unusual.
Yeah, my daughter was a baby when I came into AA, and just a few months old, and She's 21 now. Graduating college in December.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Yeah, what a miracle.
Yeah.
You know.
And you're part of it.
I get
Yeah.
to see that.
Yeah. Yeah, and you get to be there for the graduation, right?
Yeah.
I'd like to clarify something I'm not sure anybody caught besides me. Scott said something about you not facing it, not wanting to face it because it hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Self-protection is the word he used.
Yes.
Right.
For a guy like me, I didn't want to look at, I had trouble looking at what I'd done because any time before AA, when I'd looked at it, it had been real painful because I didn't have anybody to help me look at it, and it just scared me away.
Mm-hmm.
And when I finally got to somebody to encourage me to help look at that, I found out that it was a boogeyman. It had hurt me any time I'd touched it before, and it did when I did my 4th step, but I did something with that hurt at that point. And that's what a lot of people don't understand is out of self-protection we avoid looking at those details of the past just because we don't want to be hurt anymore.
Right.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah, but once
Or
I
it's
do,
always, it's always somebody else's fault. You know.
what?
You
I
had,
had a,
you had a flamethrower?
I did. I had a big blame thrower. It threw it everywhere. You know, I used to blame everything on everybody else. I never took any kind of responsibility.
You should have run for public office.
Right.
That's still going on with some regularity.
Oh, my mistake.
Good thing we figured it out in the recovery community. I don't know what they're going to do.
Flamethrower. That's a new term for the show.
There you
Right.
go. We got a flamethrower. Everybody had one.
Yeah, I was in a conference about a month ago, and I heard voluntold being used.
Yeah.
Another dandy.
Yeah.
And
How about awfulizer? Has that been brought up?
No.
Yeah, an awfulizer. These are all scary terms.
Yeah.
Roger brought an awfulizer and a flamethrower, and he wasn't afraid to use them when he got to AA.
Nope. Oh, I could make
Effective.
a mountain out of a molehill.
Right.
He also
Effective
brought his
tools.
voluntold to the meeting on what was it, Tuesday or Thursday?
Oh. Let's say this, folks. Karl was a bit recalcitrant about showing up here today until Roger said, when AA asked, the answer is,
Yes.
oh, thank you.
So we came up with a plan for Karl to make it down here this morning from Gladwin. Now he gets to go back to Gladwin.
Yeah, unscathed.
Yep.
Going to any lengths?
Any
To help.
lengths, yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Try and be helpful. So,
I told
thank you
Karl
for your example.
a bit before the show that I don't know who's going to hear his message today, but somebody needs to hear that there's hope.
And my wife said that too. She said maybe somebody will hear something that I say that's going to help them.
Infinite impact's what this guy's telling me if we do it right.
Yeah.
We got a better chance than we ever had before.
Oh, good.
You know, that's that progress thing.
Not perfection.
No, sir.
Exactly.
So if I try to get a little bit better today than I was yesterday, I'm on the right track.
Very
Okay,
true.
thanks.
And at least you learned from yesterday what not to do.
Well, yeah.
Well, that's all progress.
I've had a couple days in a row where I didn't learn what not to do. I learned more what to do. It was a while ago. It was mostly the what not to do.
Isn't that crazy when that happens?
A little bit better.
All kind of, wow, that's interesting.
I like the way Roger talked about examining things. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Interesting way to live as opposed to I can't look at it. Yeah.
Yeah, we open our minds a little bit, and there's all kinds of things going on out there that heretofore we had denied ourselves the ability to even look at.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I found that to be fear.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the big.
If I don't understand something totally, I don't want anything to do with it
Right.
because I don't want to look dumb. I was doing that all on my own.
Yeah, you didn't need any help.
Ignorance. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the big fear about coming today. I didn't want to look dumb.
I didn't know what I didn't know. And that's okay.
That is okay. No
As
one
long
ever
as
told
I
you
learn.
that, did they? Yeah.
I think that might have been you.
Yeah. It's okay not to know what you don't know, but when you know it, then you got a chance to do something different. You know, and that's okay.
That seems so simple, but
Yeah,
early in the program, we don't take simple things.
no. We're loaded up with fear, as you mentioned, or whatever. Defect. Anger,
resentment, all the good things, selfishness.
Come with a whole bucket full of defects. Let's sort through those first.
Throw a little pride in there, a little ego.
Right. Sort through some of that first, and then we can get to this over here.
And it took doing the third and fourth step to see that stuff.
Sure.
I just didn't see what other people were seeing when I went through that process.
No.
Interesting thing about not seeing something about this show right here. I had no idea anything like this might work until Semron was
Yeah.
involved in my life.
Yeah, Semron came in, or Mike and her. What did you do? You crashed her party.
Yeah, I crashed their party. They were trying to find out what's going on, and I happened to be one of the people doing something.
Right.
Made a mistake and talked to me.
Yeah, we want to thank Semron. They're one of our sponsors here. Continuous Miracle on WGLM, and they've been so helpful to us along the way, along with the Mount Carmel Club as well.
Oh, yeah.
And another sponsor of this program. And Semron's got a lot of useful and helpful information up on their website as well.
Yes, sir.
They're doing a lot of good things in the recovery community and other areas in this area and surrounding areas. So, big thank you to Semron. We couldn't have done it without you.
No, man. No, sir.
That's right. So, and it gives us an opportunity to come to you on a pretty regular basis, like every Sunday at 11, and talk for an hour about what's happening in the recovery community. People getting better, becoming more useful, productive members of society, helping their family members, and that's what goes on here, right here in our own community. And wow, it's fascinating to be a part of, you know.
Certainly is.
And there's nobody in charge. That's what I like best.
Yeah, there are no rules
Yeah.
other than
Well, there's a lot of suggestions.
Rule
There-
62.
62.
Rule 62, which we've become effective at. And Rule 62, you might ask, what would that be? Mike, would you like to enlighten us?
yes, it's don't take myself too seriously. Take recovery very seriously, but not myself.
And that's about the gist of that. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Every once in a while, I start taking myself seriously, and I wind up in a real bad snit.
Or I ask him, what?
What got your shorts all twisted up, Mike? Oh, self-centeredness again.
Well, carry on. Looks painful.
You look like you're walking funny, son.
Yeah, and that's okay. That's how we learn about this stuff, you know. And then less of me, more of you, you know. And things get better in our worlds. So, and we learn that in the recovery community, and that hope that Mike mentioned. It's available to any person who happens to cross the threshold into a recovery meeting, wherever that may be. There's people in there looking to be useful, helpful, share their experience, strength, and hope, and help that newcomer overcome some of the difficulties that people were there when we got there and helped us to overcome. Give us a chance of being better people.
You got any kind of message of hope for anyone before we get out of here?
Yeah, keep swinging.
Oh yeah, another pitch is coming. Oh, that's one of the favorite
if
lines.
you don't make it the first time, keep getting back up on that horse. The recovery community isn't going to kick you out just because you relapse. They're going to welcome you back and ask you what can you do different, and what did you do to cause that? Like in my case, it was not going to meetings, not talking to a sponsor, not reading the big book like I should. And once I realized that was going to have to be part of my recovery, and I actually started to buckle down and do it, that's when it started to work for me.
An active participant in your own recovery?
You have to.
Oh, okay. Who'd have thunk?
Like Jared says, it works if you work it. It don't if you won't.
Oh.
Be good, do good. That's one of Scott's things. It's I learn a lot from the people around the program, and You know, it's just a continuous
Miracle.
Yeah, and continuously learning. So it's you know, just work the program, do the steps, get a
Nobody
sponsor.
will do it for you.
Yeah, you have to do it for yourself.
Thanks for staying teachable, Carl.
Yeah.
Thank
thank
you
you for your example.
Thanks for teaching.
Yeah.
I appreciate all of you.
So, Mike, who we got coming on?
We got Ken. He works up to Bear River in Mount Pleasant. He's going to tell us a little bit about the intake process, among other things.
Okay, wonderful. That's what I was thinking. Carl, I want to thank you, sir, for coming in this morning.
Thank you.
And being,
Thanks for having me.
being part of this continuous miracle. Roger, always good to see you, my brother. And bringing Karl in and sharing your experience with him and here in the recent past. So we're out here doing the things we're supposed to be doing, trying to help people get better and staying better ourselves. Come on back and join us next week. We'll be talking to Ken from Bear River right here on Continuous Miracle, WGLM 106.3.
Thanks, Carl. That was wonderful.
Thank you.
Well done.
Very well done.
You did great, man.
Thank you.
I was serious.
I was
I'm serious this time. Usually when I tell somebody they're doing great, things ain't going so well. I'm trying to encourage them. You're doing great.
Well, I've learned a lot. And
Usually when he tells me I'm doing great, he's not sure he's
What? Oh, you're doing great.
I'm not sure I've ever heard that.